It's a beautiful morning in Naxos. Well, actually, it's a little hazy this morning, but hopefully that wears off. We're hitting up some beaches first. Right now, we are on Petrino Beach, and the sand here is very soft, much nicer than the beach near us. And we passed by a few beaches coming here, and I don't know if we'll go back and see those eventually. They look very similar, but we passed first. It was Mount Zas Beach, I guess, and Chalkio Beach, but now we're on Petrino, and it's a nice long line of beaches, and the water looks great and blue. And you may notice behind me there's all these sunbeds. So the deal with the sunbeds usually are there is a restaurant, and if you buy some minimum purchase at the restaurant, you can get a sunbed for free. So really it's not for free, you have to buy something from a restaurant, but usually it's not too expensive, like 10 euros or something, or just buy one thing and you can use a sunbed, I think, for like as long as you want. We got some coffee just to sit and relax on the beach a little bit and have our coffee and watch the ocean. And if you didn't know, this is called Fredo. It has like a whipped milk, frothy milk on top, and it's really good. We've drank a lot of these so far. But I wanted to say that down here, it's definitely much more quiet. You can just tell it's more country back here. I mean, the roads like weren't paved, they were like sandy. So if you want to get away into a place that's more quiet, further down you go, beaches wise, the more relaxed it is. We're headed to Alyko Beach now. It's surrounded by lots of cedar trees. I believe it's a national cedar forest or something that's around here. So very different setting. And the drive up here was amazing. Such beautiful countryside. And I think this beach is gonna be a hit. Big fan of this beach so far. As you can see, the water is crystal clear, beautiful blue, and it's in just such an interesting and unique setting with all the trees surrounding it. Love this beach. This is a good one. Just dipping my feet in the water, I noticed the water here is actually really nice. It's refreshing and not so shockingly cold like the other beaches we've been at so far.
I would have to say I think I like this beach the most out of all the ones we've been to so far. It's really nice. There's not many people here. The water looks really pretty. Under the water there's all these cool little rocks. It looks like little pieces of marble that have been worn over by the water over the time. There's a cool set of ruins
that we're
behind us that we're gonna look at. But I think this beach so far has been really nice.
And so, well, right now, I'm not sure what it's like in peak season, but barely anyone here.
And the name of this beach is...
Alyko, I think it's pronounced.
Yeah, Alyko's Beach. On the other side of this, there's a beach called Hawaii Beach. So there's a lot of little beaches right here that you could check out, plus the ruin. But it's just a really nice place.
Yeah, I wish we had more time to spend here. So just like we said before, right, a short walk from the beach, there's all these ruins here. It was apparently an abandoned hotel. The reason why it was abandoned, I don't know. But as we drive around Greece, we notice there are a lot of abandoned buildings. And some of that is fairly common anywhere you go. But I also think, I know Greece has had a hard time economically. And I think because of that, that is why you see a lot of these abandoned buildings. Another cool thing is there's this nice little white and blue church that right now is open, and you have this beautiful backdrop of the ocean. But I think we're just gonna peek in real quick and pay our respects. Here's a little bit of the inside of the church. I feel like I should be quiet in here, but it's so tiny and there's so many pictures up. Why here? Why is there a little church? It's so bizarre. It really does feel so eerie and creepy back here. There's nothing here but ruins. And not many people here either. As you can see, there's lots of graffiti back here and also these murals that are all done by this artist called WD. I'm not sure what that stands for, but his work is really cool and pretty, and it's a nice way to use these ruins as a piece of artwork. So this beautiful setting behind us is Hawaii Beach. I'm not sure if they actually pronounce it Hawaii or not, but it sure does look like something that could be found in Hawaii. It's super, super pretty here, and we don't have enough time really to go down, but there is, it's kind of like a ledge to get down it, and there is a path like about over there to get down to the beach. And it seems like it's a very popular spot for snorkeling. A lot of people are snorkeling, and I can see why, because it's so crystal clear. We're walking up to the Temple of Demeter now. Demeter was the goddess of harvest and fertility, and from what we can see, it looks like it's in quite a beautiful spot, and I'm not sure if we need to pay to get in or not, or if it's just for the museum, because it said something out on the front about entrance, but I don't know. We'll see once we get up there, and we'll tell you more facts about this temple once we're up there. So behind me here now is the Temple of Demeter. It was originally built in 530 to 520 BC, and as we mentioned before, this is dedicated to the goddess of harvest and fertility, Demeter, and I did want to mention that there is an entrance fee. We figured that out. It's €4 a person, and this is considered the predecessor to the Parthenon. The Parthenon was built a century later. And what's cool about this site is there's barely anyone here, and at the Parthenon, you're struggling with 1,000+ other people trying to get pictures and see the sights. So this is definitely a nice experience compared to all that craziness. Not that the Parthenon isn't nice, you should definitely see it too, but this is just really chill and a cool sight to see what inspired the Parthenon. It's a hot one, guys, and we're feeling the heat. Yesterday there was a nice breeze. Today, not so much. Our next destination is this small mountain town called Chalkio. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it or not, but it's supposed to be pretty scenic and a nice place to walk around. So we're headed there to get some lunch, sit and relax for a little bit, and then go to a distillery that makes, isn't it pronounced Kitron? Citron liquor, so it's supposed to be like lemony, and we're quite fascinated what that tastes like. We haven't had anything like that before, and I believe entrance into that distillery and to try it is free. We're in Chalkio, or Chalkio, I'm not sure how they pronounce it right now, and so far it's really cute, and there's lots of neat buildings and marble around. But now we're getting lunch. I'm being probably a bad tourist and feeding the cats that are in this alley. You'll probably see some footage of that. This is my little friend. Ah, baby. We're done at the restaurant that we went to. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, but what were your thoughts?
Really good. We got this dish that was stuffed tomatoes and stuffed peppers. The rice in it was like a rice I've never had. It was really
big.
Yeah, it was really big grain and had a really good flavor to it. I thought it was really good. And we got tzatziki, which it was more heavy on the cucumber side, which Rachel doesn't like, but I thought it was really good. And then the dessert is Rachel's favorite. She likes custard, so we got a custard pie.
And the custard pie was good. They have a sign out front, homemade custard pie, and I was like, I know that's their selling point. And the cats really enjoyed the custard pie too. That's why the cats hang out there.
Now we're on the look at the distillery, maybe take a tour or try some of their Kitron liquors.
Well, that ends our little excursion in Chalkio, and it was a pretty cute town. There's lots of neat vendors here, good places to eat. We got some Naxos marble finally, and we tried the Kitron liquor. And what was your view of it?
There's 3 different strains, starting at
30.
That was 36%.
It was 30, 33, and then 36 was the strongest.
Oh, I'm going. The strongest was 36% alcohol. I actually liked that one more because it had a real strong punch of citrus flavor, whereas the other ones, they must cut it or dilute it with water or something, so it wasn't as strong of a flavor. The lady there told us that they actually make the liquor from the leaves and not like the fruit or the zest of a lemon or any of that stuff.
Yeah, so that's pretty crazy, the flavor the leaves can carry. But now we're gonna go to Mount Zas, which is the supposed birthplace of Zeus in Greek mythology. So we're gonna hike. We're not gonna hike the whole way up to Mount Zas, but we're gonna go to the birthplace and check that out. We're beginning our ascent on Mount Zas, and the drive up here was quite scary, and there's quite a drop off, and I was really scared. But we're up here now, and we're gonna walk up to the birthplace of Zeus. This kind of kicks off the hike. They have a spring here, and was not expecting to find goldfish in this little pond, but it's really pretty back here, and the water running is really tranquil and nice. I like the Oracle water better. Oh, Zeus!
I think the water at the Oracle was less flavorful. Didn't have a lot of minerals in it. This, you can tell, definitely has some minerals in the water. You can taste that it has a taste to it, unlike the Oracle water. It's really good. We've drank now from 2 springs in Greece.
Very special springs. This boy is a steep one, so be prepared for those calves to be burning. So So this is where things start getting sketchy. And this is why we're not going up to the summit, because it's even more sketchiness. But there's a little red arrow right here, and I believe that arrow points to the cave. So after that, we're gonna be heading back down, but we're gonna have to get into our rock climbing persona right now. I see it. For a while there, I thought we were going the whole way up to the summit. Woo! Victory!
It's really hard to see the sheep, but there's a sheep or a goat.
So guys, we finally made it. This is the birthplace of Zeus, which is pretty crazy. Out of all places, it's on Naxos. I feel like it's an island that didn't really get much attention, but it has huge mountains, so I guess that's why. And of course we know this is mythology, but it's just nuts because he was like the king of everything. And I'm just wondering, like, why here? And who was the guy that climbed up these crazy mountains and rocks and found this place? Like, who initially discovered this? Because this is way off the beaten path. We thought it was gonna be a really easy hike. Well, you know, easy to us, but still a little bit of like rockiness. We didn't expect to be freaking mountain climbers. This thing was tough and took way longer than we were expected. So no way we're going up to the summit, but this is pretty nuts. And inside, it's kind of creepy looking. It's really dark.
Here we are, the birthplace of Zeus. Crazy. If you come into this cave, just be careful. There's sheep. Sheep, or what's the other name?
Sheep or goat? I don't know.
Either sheep or goat poop. I think
Right there.
the goats love this cave because it is really nice and cool in here instead of outside. Really crazy as you go to enter in, there's all these old Greek etchings onto the doors, which is really cool. And it looks, if you feel adventurous enough, I'd say you could walk back more, but it is super scary.
It's scary.
I said hello to see if anybody was back there because I didn't want to walk in on anybody, but I didn't hear anything.
Hello, Matthew.
I was expecting maybe Zeus to answer. I'm not sure. Maybe one of the Greek gods to answer. I'm half hoping maybe I'll get some powers given to me by the gods and turn into some crazy mythological creature. But so far I'm still feeling very human.
We're finally back on the paved road, so should be smooth sailing from here. So we basically got off the trail now, so that's good, we survived. But I wanted to correct myself, this is not the birthplace of Zeus, it's the childhood home of Zeus. So when he was young, he was being persecuted by his father Cronus, and he came here to hide so he wouldn't be killed. So he grew up in this cave, and it's where he then got the gift of lightning that then made him the ruler of Olympus. So pretty good hiding place, I'd say, because that thing is up there. I don't know who the heck would find him. White kitty, come here. Who wants pets? You? You next? Come here. You're rolling around. You want pets. Come here. Who wants pets? Orange kitty? This is so fun. The cats come out at night. Who wants the pets? Come here, little one. The rest of our night we kind of just spent relaxing at our Airbnb because we've been pretty busy, but we went out again to get a late night souvlaki from a place literally a minute away from our Airbnb and pet some cats that came out at night, so that was fun. And we're just gonna do a taste test on Matt. Oh, and I think this is the name of the place. This Kavuraki, but if it isn't, I'll put something in the video.
Really good.
Should have been going there more often.
They put the seasoning
Yeah, I like the seasoning.
on the Naxos potato.
I like the seasoning, and their fries are good. What?
She went in for the kill on that one.
Chicken's probably the best chicken I've had yet. See this seasoning on this fry, this red stuff? This is what also was on our dinner last night on the potatoes. It must be a special Naxos seasoning they put on potatoes. A good seasoning. Well, we're gonna chow down on this thing, and tomorrow we'll be in a new island, specifically Paros. So if you're interested in that island, tune in next time.